Known for its historical landmarks and vibrant cuisine, Turkey has a lot to offer visitors. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to Turkey. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit. The best time to visit Turkey is during the spring from April to June and autumn from September to November. These seasons offer pleasant weather, fewer crowds, and ideal conditions for exploring the country's diverse landscapes and historical sites. Summer can also be a great time to visit Turkey if you are visiting the holiday destinations here, but just be aware that this is a busier time to visit the country. So now let's look at how to get there. The most common way is to fly into one of the major airports in Turkey. These airports are well connected with direct flights from major cities worldwide. Alternatively, you can also reach Turkey by land via the neighbouring countries or via sea through its ports, especially if travelling from nearby regions like Greece or Italy. When it comes to getting around Turkey, there are several options available. Turkey has a well-connected network of domestic flights between the major cities like Istanbul and Ankara. This can be an easy way to cover long distances quickly. There are also intercity buses, which are popular and affordable ways to travel between the towns and cities, and the Turkish state railways offer train services connecting the major cities and regions. You can also rent a car, which can be ideal for those exploring the rural areas and Cappadocia. When you're in the cities, you can also use the minibuses or taxis, especially ideal for short distances, whilst ferries are available in the coastal areas, ideal for those travelling between the islands. The typical prices in Turkey are important to know when planning a trip. Of course, these will vary depending on where you are visiting in Turkey, but this is a rough overview. Hostels will tend to cost between 10 to 20 euros per night, whilst a private room in a budget hotel will cost you between 20 to 60 euros per night. Mid-range rooms begin at around 80 euros a night, whilst luxurious hotels range from 100 up to 500 depending on where you are visiting and what time of year you are visiting in. Street food can be found for under 3 euros. A meal at a local budget restaurant or cafe will cost you between 5 to 10 euros, whilst a sit-down meal at a mid-range restaurant will cost you around 20 euros per person. Visiting Turkey on a budget is entirely possible as long as you follow some of these tips. Firstly, travel during the shoulder season, like during the months of April, October and November. This is when the weather isn't too cold, but the prices for accommodation and flights are generally lower than during the peak summer months. Book those flights in advance and check out the budget airlines like EasyJet and Ryanair. Use public transportation to get around and make sure to eat like a local as much as possible, with local dishes like kebabs being much cheaper than the Western options in the touristy areas. Visit the free or low-cost attractions such as the mosques, beaches and parks, but also make sure to get the museum pass or tourist cards that are available in Istanbul. We will leave the links to those in the description below. When in the cities, you can also take advantage of the free walking tours. These are free and give you a great introduction to the area, but just make sure to tip the guide. So now let's look at some of the best things to do. Firstly, visit Istanbul, where you can see iconic landmarks such as Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque and Topkapi Palace, as well as the Grand Bazaar. Cappadocia offers surreal landscapes of fairy chimneys and cave dwellings. This area is known for its incredible hot air balloon rides, offering breathtaking views. Marvel at the natural terraces of Pamukkale, then discover the well-preserved ruins of Ephesus. Antalya is another gorgeous place to visit, but also check out the nearby Dudun waterfalls. Tour Bodrum, where you can visit the castle and relax on the beautiful beaches here, but then make sure to explore Troy, where you can discover the ancient city known for its legendary connection to the Trojan War and the famous wooden horse. Watch this video to find out the 12 best places to visit in Turkey. Then to learn how to save money in Turkey, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in the country and stay creative.